Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome everybody to the very first edition of HTR Hold the Rope. I am so excited to be here today with you guys. It has been a series that I've been wanting to get off of its feet for a while now. We're going to cover all things wrestling, whether it's news, rumors, whatever. We're covering it all here. Today, Hold the Rope. Welcome everybody to the live stream. This is going to be a lot like just our normal live streams where we talk all things wrestling and we kind of get to your guys' questions throughout the day. But there is something pretty cool about this series, and it is the fact that you guys are going to be able to call in live to the show. Now, I know some of you are going to ask me, how the hell do you call in live to a show like this, right? Well, it's through Discord. So all you guys got to do is go down in the description below, and you can check out how to call in live to the show. The information is down there for all of you guys. But now, I believe everybody, since this is a Conman live stream, and since we really do have to have a good time with this, and we have to have so much fun, it's time for the Conman Certified Roll Call. So who do we got in here today? It looks like we got ourselves Pam M, Shane the Gamer, Sophia Barajas, we got Lou Dog, Aled Thomas up in here, we got Fortnite Wings, we got Michelle Dupree, Tyler Ward up in here, Quentin Askew, we got Conman, we got Stephen Gordon, Jamie Todd, Da Jordan Empire, oh baby, Liam Allen, Anthony Acosta, Isaac Roa, Jesus Melendez, oh my goodness, I mispronounced your name, that's okay, Chuck Talks, how you doing? Final shout out goes to Jacob Joe. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. So today, we are going to cover all things news, wrestling, rumors, everything, alright? So let's get right at her, pitter patter. We now have a few things to cover. So, right now, I'm gonna kind of explain the format of this show, how it's going to work, how we cover things, and it's very, very simple, guys. All we gotta do is put my camera right over here, and we're gonna take a look at a couple websites right now, a few little news things, a few little news snippets that have come out here on Cage Site Seats. So this is a great little website right here, Cage Site Seats, if you guys don't know about it. And it kind of has this thing every single day called Rumors of the Day or Rumors for the Day, the Rumor Roundup. And I don't usually listen to every single rumor that they have, but there's one interesting one right here that I really, really quite enjoy. So, listen to this. So, WWE is expected to announce plans for how the Smackdown Women's title will be handled during WrestleMania 35's main event during Raw on Monday. But they'll keep it secret until then. So, this coming Monday, guys, we're going to get something involving the Raw Women's Championship and the Smackdown Women's Championship. So there's going to be something along those lines there. I hope you guys are going to be interested in hearing what that's going on there. Also, for Asuka, it doesn't look like it's good news that she's not going to be added into the triple threat to make it a fatal four-way. We don't know for sure, but that's kind of the thing, right? And I don't know, guys, can you read this, or should I zoom in a little bit better? That's probably a little bit better, right? Something like this. And the last one right here, guys, this is the big one, and this is the one that we're going to talk about a lot today. Right here, there's lots of speculation, including from Brian Alvarez of Wrestling Observer Live, that the SmackDown title won't be on the line at WrestleMania. The reason being, WWE plans to end the broadcast with all four women from the NXT 4 Horsewomen holding the titles up high. So, geez, that is an interesting thing, because we talked about it a long time ago that we wanted to see the 4 Horsewomen all in the WWE from NXT, you know, that being Sasha Banks, Bayley, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair, right? We wanted to see all those superstars together in the ring at once, potentially holding titles, right? This was something that we said a long time ago that we wouldn't mind looking into. So it seems like they might be going that direction. And also, with down in NXT, right now we've seen from Shayna Baszler, Maria Shafir, and Jessamine Duke that they have got this stable going on. And with Ronda Rousey now being a heel, we are one step closer towards the 4 Horsewomen versus the 4 Horsewomen. A lot of people are probably not going to be a fan of the idea of Charlotte getting this women's championship over Asuka, right? But if their goal was to get a symbolic photo at the end of WrestleMania, at the end of one of the biggest WrestleMania main events in the history of WWE, and their goal was for them to end with the titles held up high over their head. They've taken the step to do it, right? And people don't like it, but it is seeming like that is the direction they're heading in. So obviously on Raw, we're going to probably find out the final talking points on this story. It's going to be something regarding either the unification of the belt or the fact that Charlotte is going to be even a bigger heel. Think about this, okay? She might be even a bigger heel because she's going to refuse to defend the championship, or she's not going to have to defend the championship, or she's going to be a heel because the SmackDown Women's Championship is not being defended at WrestleMania. Fans are going to hate her for that. And that is absolutely true. So WWE is doing a very, very good job right now of figuring out how to get fan reaction without the fans turning on the product. The thing is, you can get people to hate characters in the ring, but still want to tune into the product. Right now, people hate Charlotte a lot, but they will pay to see her lose. And that's a big thing inside of the WWE and in terms of wrestling. You've got to be able to sell a heel. You've got to be able to sell tickets by somebody being hated. And right now, Charlotte is the best at doing that. She's top dog. She is the best number one heel in WWE. And you guys, you're going to have to admit that if you are not a fan of Charlotte winning this, it's because WWE worked you. It's because they worked you. But now, guys, we're going to obviously talk on more of that in a little bit. Like, you can see a few of the talking points right down here at the bottom of the screen. But I do want to quickly go over some of the news that has been going around the WWE universe. And once we get through kind of all the news, and I can give you a few more of my points, we can get into some of your live calls, take your questions, all those great stuff. But remember, if you guys do tweet at me at Conman167, we can see your questions pop up live here on the screen. It is more likely that I'm going to be able to answer them, as the chat is a little tough to follow when I'm trying to deliver news with a formatted show, okay? So, let's get going on here, guys. We've got a few things to talk about, mainly being, boom, this is the first one. I really, really want to touch on this because this is gigantic news for not only the WWE, but for wrestling fans in general. Right here. So, if you guys didn't know, Triple H, he had a conference call ahead of, or actually whenever it was, just not too long ago, whatever. Anyways, he had a conference call and he broke down some pretty big news. Now, this was already announced about a month ago by WrestleVotes, a great Twitter that you should follow, at WrestleVotes. If you guys don't, they break a lot of stories and they're fairly accurate with their calls. But anyways, right here, on today's NXT TakeOver New York media call, Triple H confirmed that TakeOver will head to San Jose on June 8th. The event will be held at the SJSU Event Center. This is especially big because there is not a WWE pay-per-view event scheduled for that weekend, meaning that NXT will be a standalone event. Yo. Okay. That's huge. So NXT now, guys, has gone from being a brand that was for pure developmental. Actually, no, even before that, it was like a competition, right? Like they did stupid competitions on the show. They had people running around the rings with like barrels or kegs or whatever it was, people tripping. It was a joke of a show. That has now evolved into the standalone touring brand, which is amazing, right? But the fact that we took it from that level to a place that was, I believe when they sold out a 10,000 seat arena, or was it a 5,000 seat arena, whatever San Jose was, that first time that they went there, that was a big deal because it proved that people were willing to buy tickets for NXT. And people were willing to invest in the future of WWE and see the superstars of tomorrow. Superstars like Ricochet, Aleister Black. You know, you go back even further, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe. Even further, you know, you go to the original days. You got Bo Dallas, who even came from NXT. Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns did a little bit in NXT, right? So these are the superstars that we invested in all of these years to see them now finally reach the main roster. And it's really, really good stuff. So yeah. Good stuff there for WWE and NXT. They are going to be trying their very first NXT TakeOver event without a pay-per-view on June 8th. I'll be live here. I believe Bob will be able to join me. Maybe. I don't know. It is a Saturday night. We'll have to see. But guys, the next one that I really want to mention, it's some more some more WWE Network news, if you will. So WWE announces Worlds Collide matches for WrestleMania Axxess. So that means, guys, if you happen to be going to WrestleMania, you get the opportunity to see some really freaking cool matches. And I mean really cool, guys. So, by the way, thank you so much, Fightful, for posting amazing articles. Very accurate. I really enjoy your guys' work over there. If you happen to be watching, keep it up. Great work, Fightful. Really enjoy your stuff. Okay, so anyways, the matches that are going down are as follows. So on Thursday, April 4th, from 6 till 10 p.m., you can go see the NXT versus NXT alumni little special thing that they have. Matches include Roderick Strong versus Tyler Breeze, Dominic Dijakovic versus Harper, Sanity versus Undisputed Era, and Cassius Ohno versus Aiden English. Some pretty interesting matchups there. The Roderick Strong and Tyler Breeze one I think is going to tear the house down, as will Dominic Dijakovic and Harper. I think those two matches are going to be lights out. Obviously, Sanity and Undisputed Era will tear the house down, and Cassius Ohno is always solid in the ring. So yeah, on Friday, April 5th, so the very next day, you can see the Cruiserweights collide, which is really awesome. Some matches include Tyler Bate versus Brian Kendrick, Akira Tozawa versus Jordan Devlin, Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews versus Arya Davari and Mike Canales, and Albert Hardy Jr. I don't know that name. I don't know if I should know that name, but I don't know the name. Versus Grand Metalik. Cool. On April 6th, you're going to see NXT UK taping, so they don't have any matches announced for that, but there is going to be an NXT UK taping in North America at Axxess, so that is also pretty cool. The brands battle on WrestleMania Day, so we're going to get the 20 Battle Royal, or 20 Superstar Battle Royals. I believe they've done this the past couple of years. Normally, the winner of the Battle Royal gets put into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and probably the winner of the female one will be put into the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, whatever they're going to call it. So that is probably going to happen with the brands battle. And I mean, they feature superstars from all NXT, NXT UK, and 205 Live. So yeah, any one of those superstars could make it to WrestleMania potentially, if that's what's on the line. And then the day after WrestleMania, so Monday, April 8th, it's going to be Women's Collide, which is actually really cool. You're going to get to see top female superstars from NXT, NXT UK, Raw, and SmackDown Live, including Io Shirai versus Sonya Deville, Toni Storm versus Nikki Cross versus Bianca Belair, Piper Niven versus Zelina Vega, and Candice LeRae versus Kaylee Ray. So guys, some pretty cool matches that are going to go down at Axxess if you happen to be going to it. Let's go on to the next little bit of news here from Fightful.com. Once again, guys, great stuff over there if you have not checked it out. And if you are enjoying the show, please make sure you do leave a like on this video, guys, as it'd be greatly appreciated. But, and a little bit of NXT news. If you guys did not know this, just quickly recapping it. Aleister Black and Ricochet won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. They'll be facing off against War Raiders at NXT TakeOver New York. So that's going to be also really good. A great match in store for us there. Not really too much more to talk about on that one. We've got some stuff, though, business-wise. Vince McMahon selling off a bunch of stocks. I guess he needed some money to fund the, what's it called, the XFL, right? I guess. But anyways, essentially what happened is he sold roughly 3 million or over 3 million shares of his WWE stock. So that's insane. 3 million, which roughly comes out to $270 million that Vinnie Mac just sold. He just got that pocket change, you know, right in his pocket, like that. Boom. $270 million. That is absolutely insane. It's to fund the XFL, and still, after selling that much stock off, he still has 36.8% of the company stock, but his Class B, I believe I'm saying this right, his Class B stock is worth 80.1% of voting power. So guys, when we say it comes down to Vince McMahon in the WWE, what his decisions are final, that is proof right there. Vinnie Mac's decisions are final. He still holds 80.1% voting power after he just sold off 3 million shares of WWE stock. Absolutely insane numbers right there from Vinnie Mac. Amazing businessman. Jesus. All right, a little bit of personal news here from JoJo and Bray Wyatt. If you guys didn't know, they are going to be having a baby. So congratulations goes to JoJo and Bray Wyatt. This could explain why we haven't seen Bray Wyatt on TV for a while, as JoJo is very, very far along in the pregnancy, like extremely far along. Maybe that's why Bray Wyatt's just been at home. We might not see Bray Wyatt until after the birth of the child, or maybe we'll see Wyatt, say maybe the Monday after WrestleMania, the Raw after Mania. And the last one, actually, that was it, right? Yep, that was the last one. So there we go, guys. That is your news that I really wanted to quickly go over. It's pretty much all the news going on inside of WWE. Now we can talk a little bit about some more wrestling stuff, because I know you guys like to hear me talk about wrestling. I know you like to hear my thoughts on the show and all that. So we will get to your live calls also in a little bit, but I also really want to speak to you guys about Asuka. And I know we touched about it a little bit earlier, but some people were clamoring for justice for Asuka. Like, they wanted Asuka to be inserted into the triple threat match to make it a fatal four-way. And on multiple levels, that makes sense. You know, international Flair, massive superstar over in Japan, so it would attract a lot of the audience over there and would make the WrestleMania match even bigger. It's just, it just doesn't make sense. That's not been the story told, right? And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, then the story not being told was Charlotte not winning the women's championship, right? Like, they didn't want her to win the SmackDown women's title and take it off of Asuka to go into this match. And I get it. But Asuka right now, guys, as a result, is a bigger babyface than ever before. 100%. A bigger babyface than she ever has been. She is more over with the fans now than she could possibly imagine. We're talking like the levels of over that she was down in NXT, but now on the main roster. So you've got that next superstar in the waiting. And I believe the reason why they did this is because the crowd receptions for Asuka were always okay. You know, like always when her music hits, they're always strong enough. People are excited to see her, but she lost a little bit of her steam. And that's because, you know, when people go undefeated on the main roster, it's sometimes really difficult to keep that momentum going time and time again, right? And keep it moving forward. So what they did, oh my goodness, I just completely lost my Asuka. There we go. So what they did is they essentially decided, okay, Asuka is not at the level we want her to be right now. Not at the level. She's the women's champion, but we don't see any superstar matches with her at WrestleMania. She's not quite at the position where anybody going up against her is a star-making match, as opposed to anybody going up against Charlotte is a star-making match right now. So they want to try to elevate her to that level, right? And that is the tough thing to do. That is a really, really tough thing to do. Oh, Kevin Duncan, thanks for the $20 dono, bud. I really appreciate it. We'll roll it in just a second. It's a really tough thing to elevate somebody to that superstar level, but they did the very, very first steps right here with Asuka, and it's good. It's good, trust me, because now, guys, you can push that B+ storyline onto Asuka. You can push that because Vince McMahon can go right into this next feud with Asuka saying she's a B+ player. Saying that he handpicked Charlotte because he didn't feel confident Asuka going into WrestleMania with the Women's Championship. There you go. There is your story, and you can roll that right all the way until SummerSlam if you want. Have Asuka have to prove herself to Vince McMahon. Get her over as a babyface. Almost copy and paste the Kofi Kingston storyline to Asuka, and you've got it. You know, the racial undertones can still be there. I know that you don't really want them to be there, but they can be, you know. Kofi Kingston, you know, the racial undertones of him being a black superstar. Well, you know, you've got Asuka as an Asian superstar, and that would be good, right? Like, you can push that, you can make that known. I don't know, maybe somehow reference Gail Kim in this storyline. You know, you didn't do it to Gail Kim, why not? Let's like, I don't know. There's ways they can go with it, and it's definitely, I believe it's definitely a good thing for the Asuka character. But Kevin Duncan, thank you so much, dude, for your $20 donation. We're going to roll that glorious bomb, baby. let's just get it up here, and then we'll get right back into the show talking about all things wrestling. We're also going to get to your live calls in just a few moments, guys, so hang tight over there. If you'd like to join, please join the Discord. But that's glorious.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
There we go, man. All right. Awesome stuff. So, what did I have next here? Oh, yeah. All right. Before we get into that, though, I do actually really just want to say, if you want to join the Discord and you want to learn how to call in live to the show, please go on down into the description below, okay? Everything your heart desires is down there. I promise. Okay, so quickly reading a couple little Twitter things right here. Yes, so yeah, if you guys tweet at me at Conman167, they're probably going to be a little easier to get to your comments. So, Ross Welsh says, hoping Kofi wins at Mania and scrap that awful title. Well, you know what, man? I believe that's the plan. I believe Kofi Kingston's going to win at WrestleMania. Shane saying, do you think Kofi will win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania? Yes, absolutely. I believe that is where they're going with it. The story being told is absolutely Kofi Kingston winning the title at WrestleMania. That has to happen. Has to. Okay. Next thing here. So, if you guys saw my tweet, it would have been a little bit ago. I'm going to pull up Twitter right here so you guys can take a look at it. But my little tweet that I sent on out, I believe this could be a direction WWE is heading in, unfortunately. I don't mean to upset any of you, but I do want to draw attention to my tweet that I released right here. And here's what it says. Hear me out. At WrestleMania, Kofi Kingston beats Daniel Bryan to become the WWE Champion. New Day all in the ring together. Confetti falling down. Big E lifts Kofi Kingston onto his shoulders when suddenly Xavier Woods gives the thumb down. Just like that. Reenact it. Now, down he goes. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. But if I'm fantasy booking and WWE is going to take advantage of the fact that Kofi Kingston is so beloved, maybe. Maybe, just maybe. All right, guys, let's get to our very first caller. So everybody head on over into the Discord chat. We've got a few people already lined up. We've got EvDog1. So, guys, just a reminder before I get to any live calls, please make sure you have the audio turned down in the background. If you happen to be listening to my video, please mute it if you get brought into the live call, okay? And I would love to talk to you guys. So, here we go. EvDog, you are on the line now. Hey, EvDog, how you doing, man?
Good.
Good. What's your question, my friend?
My question is, how do you think the AJ Styles and Randy Orton match will steal the show?
It could. I think there's going to be more emotion in probably the Kofi Kingston Daniel Bryan match, and I think those guys are probably going to be the ones to steal the show. But AJ Styles and Randy Orton are certainly a close second, I would think.
Yeah, I understand, because how they built this storyline, I think all the way to almost like feel like the Royal Rumble. It felt like, I think that how they played the storyline, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it definitely was, man. Any other questions before you let you go?
Yeah, another quick question. I honestly think this might be a shocker, but I think this might be dumb, but I think one of the cast members on the thing might eliminate Braun Strowman in the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah, I hope not. I really, really hope not, but you might be onto something there, man. They don't normally just have a guest celebrity and they don't get any, attention. So probably going to happen, or either that or they're going to eliminate somebody else, and then Braun's going to eliminate them. Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win the Memorial Battle Royal?
I mean, Braun Strowman's an easy one there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. What about you? What do you think, man?
I don't think Braun Strowman's gonna win it, but I think it's gonna be an NXT. I think here either Lars Sullivan because he said he's going to come back really soon, how he projects it, or if anyone right now wise is there's two easy favorites. I say is either going to be Kevin Owens or Zack Ryder for some weird reason.
Zack Ryder would be a fun one. They could do Kurt Hawkins and the place would erupt as well if they wanted to end his his defeated streak, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm certainly excited for WrestleMania though, man, and I hope you are as well. Thanks for calling and have a good day, man.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so nice little call there. Thank you so much, Evdog. I appreciate it. We're gonna go on to Jack's everyone friend, and if this is Jack, it might be. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Jack, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream.
Conman.
Oh, it is you, man. I wasn't sure if it was the same Jack or not. How's it going, man? And he left. Try again here, man. How you doing?
Oops.
How you doing?
Hold on, and good. Okay, there we go. Got it.
Sweet. How's it going, man?
Good. I'm going to compliment you on your hold the rope name. I enjoy holding ropes myself.
Yeah, it's great to hold ropes, isn't it?
It is very good. After watching your live stream, I have gathered a few questions and statements.
All right, let's get her.
So, you said that Dominic is going to be wrestling Harper soon.
Yes.
Yes, but I didn't know that Rey Mysterio's son was a wrestler. When did this happen?
I honestly don't know, man. That one caught me off surprise as well because he was starting to do some promos on SmackDown Live and doing some backstage stuff there, and all of a sudden now he's a wrestler, I guess. Is that his name? When I was reading that out, I didn't even make the connection.
Dominic. Said his name was Dominic.
Dominic DeJozovic. Oh, buddy. Oh, there you go. Okay, I was so confused.
Son.
Okay, I was so confused what you're saying there. I'm like, what the hell?
I got more attention from the name Dominic than I did get from Harper.
Okay, but that's not Rey Mysterio's son. You know that, right?
What do you mean?
Dominic DeJozovic?
Yeah, it's Rey Mysterio's son.
It is not.
What?
Yeah, Dominic DeJozovic, big NXT guy, big dude.
Oh.
Sorry that I misled you. I was just going along with what you were saying because I didn't want to seem dumb online, but then I realized what you were saying.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I also still have a statement.
Okay, last statement.
This I'm stuck on the Rey Mysterio thing. This Kofi Kingston storyline. It's been amazing. Kofi's been getting really over. But I feel like I like Dolph Ziggler more. So if he was put in the exact same storyline, I feel like the results would be the same.
Maybe. They tried Dolph Ziggler getting him over like that beforehand, and they did so many stop and start pushes that I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the fans would react the same way because he has won the big one. He has won the title. He has won Money in the Bank. He has beat the Authority, all that stuff, right? He's had his big moments, while as Kofi Kingston didn't really have his big moments. He won a couple tag team championships. He won the Intercontinental title, the U.S. title, all that, but he hasn't won the big one yet, and that's why this story is so good at the moment.
Conman, you are right. You're just a genius.
Thank you very much, man. But I'm gonna have to let you go. I got a few more people to talk to. All right, bud?
Okay, Conman, if you ever get back to this, I have 7 more questions.
All right, sounds good, man. Talk to you later.
Okay, NXT reality show's better.
Thank you so much, dude, for your call. We're going to get to a few more questions in just a little bit, but I do really want to talk a little bit about the SmackDown Live women's division really, really quick here because there has been some backlash with the women's division, with obviously Charlotte Flair winning the women's title. Huge moment. But as a result, the SmackDown Live women's division, they kind of got screwed over of a opportunity to go to WrestleMania. They were supposed to have a fatal 4-way. I believe it was Carmella. Oh, hang on. Jamie Todd right here says, so do you think Black and Ricochet will win the NXT Tag Team Championships, but they have been getting a huge push on Raw, therefore they will win the Raw Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania and then head, I didn't get to read the last of it, and then get to head to where? And then get to head onto NXT and Raw with both championships. No, I don't think they're going to take the championships off of War Raiders because you need somebody to essentially just, I don't know why I'm doing that. You need somebody to hold the tag team division at home. You need the War Raiders to kind of be the guys down there. And a star-making win over Aleister Black and Ricochet is exactly what they need. It reminds me kind of when Finn Balor was on his way out of the WWE. I believe he started tagging with Samoa Joe, right? Before he went up to the main roster? Or was that when he was NXT champion, then they started the feud together, and then he left? Maybe I'm wrong here. Anyways, though, it certainly reminds me of just some superstars when they're on their way out of NXT. Sami Zayn, there we go. When Shinsuke Nakamura was kind of coming in, they gave Shinsuke Nakamura the win over Sami Zayn to push Shinsuke as a big force down there. And I kind of think they want to do the same thing with the War Raiders. And instead of going over just some random team like the Forgotten Sons, they're going to have them go over Ricochet and Aleister Black, two big names at the moment, two highly anticipated names, two highly anticipated prospects for WWE. And I think it's going to be really cool to see how they react to, beating those tag teams. But I don't envision WWE giving them the loss the night before and then giving them a loss again on Sunday. So they're most likely going to have a tag team title match on the Sunday as well, and they're going to pick up the gold there, I would think. Unless the Revival does something amazing. I don't know. Let's get on over to a few more live calls, guys, because I didn't really get to talk about the SmackDown Live women's division, but oh, well, you guys know my thoughts. You'll hear some more tomorrow in the podcast. Let's get to Braden Sports. Here we go. Hey, Braden Sports, how you doing, man? Oh, all right, he left. Let's get to Cameron Von Nuss. Hey, Cameron, how you doing? Cameron, you there? All right, we'll try Charles McMahon. Hey, Charles, how you doing, man? Welcome to the live stream. Nope.
How's it going?
Oh, there we go. There you are, man. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing
I have
pretty
a quick
good.
question for you regarding the Women's Championship on SmackDown.
Okay.
Charlotte winning the SmackDown title on Tuesday. I didn't think it was such a good idea for Charlotte to win that, considering how Asuka has such a good future in the WWE. What do you think is going to happen at WrestleMania?
I think it was just honestly to put as much attention as possible on this first ever Women's Mania event. It's maybe not the best thing long term, right? I know that a quick title reign for Asuka was probably not the best idea, but as a result, people are going to care more so about Asuka now, and she is more over as a babyface as a result. You can dislike the booking of taking the title off her for sure, and dislike the disrespect to the SmackDown Live women's locker room, but overall, I think it makes a more heated heel in Charlotte. Hated heel Charlotte, and then it also makes a more loved babyface in Asuka. So to me, I think it's an okay idea, but I hope that we get a feud between Asuka and Charlotte potentially going into SummerSlam, maybe Mania, or maybe main eventing there. Who knows?
Yeah.
Any other things you want to talk about, my friend?
I want to talk about the Batista and Triple H Mania match.
Sure.
I am indeed going to WrestleMania 35 in April.
Awesome.
When I saw this storyline broke out between like the Ric Flair birth ceremony, where he celebrating his 70th birthday, do you think it was a good idea to build up his storyline on that Raw specifically, when they could have possibly built it up on a pay-per-view, like probably like on Fastlane or Elimination Chamber when it came close to that time?
Maybe. I get what you're saying. Putting a bigger spotlight on, like, say, the Fastlane pay-per-view. I get what you're saying there, but sometimes the casual audience doesn't tune into, say, Fastlane, or doesn't tune into Elimination Chamber. They just want to tune into WrestleMania, and sometimes you end up having more viewers on free television than you do on, say, the WWE Network. So for hardcore fans, maybe we'd be like, it would have been nice to see it at Fastlane, but for the casual audience and for people who are just tuning in for WrestleMania season, that is the segment on TV that is going to sell the match, right? And as a result, you got to have it on free TV. Anything else?
I have one more question indeed. Tuesday on SmackDown, we all witnessed Big E and Xavier Woods try to capture that spotlight for Kofi Kingston heading into Mania, and they successfully did it. But thing is, on past SmackDown, where they had the 6-man thing between all those superstars, Daniel Bryan, Eric Rowan. Do you think it was a good idea to make him lose? I personally thought he should have won that match, but I want to get your opinion on it.
That's a tough one, because you see the fan reaction, how it is right now, and it's partly in because of how much Kofi Kingston has been screwed over, right? Like they are playing the storyline perfectly. Yes, it maybe the win would have been nice, but I don't know. I'm so invested in this storyline right now. I don't really want to change anything with it.
Yeah.
All right, my friend. Thank you so much. Awesome questions.
Welcome. Have a good one, man.
You too. All right, let's get to Lou Dog, my friend. I got to talk to Lou Dog. Lou Dog, how's it going, bud? You there?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, man?
It's going great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
My question is, who do you think is gonna turn heel other than the New Day if they don't turn?
Interesting. Is there anybody else who could? Ronda Rousey is already technically a heel, but I think she could turn more heel by winning the Women's Championship at Mania. Like, that would get her more hated with the fans and put her over the top as like a absolute despised heel, right? But I don't know if there's any obvious ones or any potential ones at WrestleMania. It feels like it could be more so like the Raw after Mania, that there would be a shocking heel turn, or say the Smackdown or whatever. Like, I don't know. You never know if, like, say Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins had something. Roman Reigns turned on Seth, cost him the match against Brock, or, they could do something stupid if they wanted to. But I think the storylines are fine the way they are right now without needing any heel turns.
And I have one more question. If you had to book WrestleMania, what would you book to be the main event if the women couldn't main event?
Kofi Kingston, Daniel Bryan, 100%. That is any other year, that is the match that finishes WrestleMania. And it sucks to say that the women deserve it more this year, but they do.
All right, and I will actually be at WrestleMania with a Conman sign.
Yes, you in the lower bowl or upper bowl?
I'll be like kind of on the hard cam side, but like up.
Okay, we will look for you, man. Make sure you send a photo over Twitter or something if you can.
Oh, I definitely will.
Awesome, man. Looking forward to it. We'll see you at WrestleMania.
All right.
See you,
man.
man.
Have a good day.
Bye. All right, let's get to another comment right here. We got Post to Post fan. Hey, Post to Post, how you doing, man? Your microphone is muted if you happen to wish to unmute it. All right, let's go Ryu Soul Green, I guess. Hey, man, how's it going? I don't know how to pronounce your name. You there, Ryu Soul? How you doing? Hello? All right. And let's try Cameron one last time. Hey, Cameron, how you doing? All right, guys. So just a little heads up. If you're going to give a call into the show, please make sure that you do have your microphones turned on, that you are ready to go if you are sitting in the live calls section. Let's get Braden Sports here. Hey, Braden Sports, how you doing, man? Nope, he's out of there. Okay, so let's slip back here to Charles. Hey, Charles, you're back on because nobody else knows how to turn on their microphone.
All right. I have one more question for you.
Okay.
If Kofi wins the WWE title, do you think Big E or Xavier is going to turn heel on Kofi?
See, they very well could. It's storytelling 101 right there. It's essentially the best way to turn somebody heel is when you have a beloved babyface in a beloved group. They did it with the Shield. Yeah. They've done it with almost every other faction throughout the years. I would not be surprised if they did it with the New Day because they are so beloved, and a heel Big E and Xavier Woods turning on Kofi Kingston would be truly phenomenal. It really would. It would create, lasting megastars on the SmackDown Live division, would give us, a storyline going right into SummerSlam if we wanted to. It would cover, the next 4 months of WWE TV. So it would definitely be good, but also keeping them together as a group and just making a feel-good moment for Kofi Kingston is also a really good way to go.
Yeah, I also have one more question for you.
Sure.
Considering WrestleMania coming up, a lot of people have been in talk with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, considering those two SNL guys.
Mm-hmm.
Braun Strowman. People are wondering, who do you think is going to get thrown out first?
The first one thrown out of the two?
First one completely. Yeah.
Sorry, first one of the whole Rumble or the first one out of the two celebs?
Like out of the whole entire thing.
Gotcha. It's got to be a comedy character, somebody
it's
who
gonna be that Colin Jost guy or something.
maybe Colin Jost getting eliminated right at the start would be funny. I would also like to see Colin Jost maybe make it right until almost the end, like hide underneath the ring or something like that. Be just a slimy.
But then he just loses or something.
Yeah. Like Braun would be in the ring like the final two, and Colin Jost is like in there with him, and then Braun just finally gives him his hands or whatever. Yeah. First one out though.
I have one last one.
Oh sure, yeah. If you want to skip over that, go right ahead.
This last one. The main event for WrestleMania. The Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte match. A lot of people have been saying that they're gonna straight head for the door since they have no interest in that match.
What?
I think it's amazing to see. People are like crazy about this statement, but like I think all these three in the ring together. I think it's gonna be one of those matches I think you'd never want to miss. I think this is a match that's set to be history in the making for per se WrestleMania. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, yeah, if people are literally saying that they're ready to walk out the door, what the hell are you doing? Are you really a wrestling fan? Why are you dropping all the money to go to WrestleMania if you're not going to stay for the main event? Like, people I don't think understand how absolutely massive this is. And I'm going to give like a little insight here. My girlfriend Becca literally doesn't watch wrestling at all, and she is as excited as ever for the main event because it's women main eventing something. Like, us as, like, I mean, we're not girls, right? Us guys, we're not girls. And so it's tough for us to see from their perspective, right? But hearing her get so excited over the women main eventing something means that there is millions upon millions of girls out there who are just as excited as well. And this is massive for them. Huge. So yeah, I don't know why people would be heading for the door. That's just plain stupid.
Have a go on, man. It was nice talking to you.
You too, man. Thanks. All right. I believe, where are we sitting at here? It's 4:11. We got ourselves a $10 dono right here from Mr. Bradria. He says, I had a hunch the other day that the man will win at Mania. Then the next night on Raw, we might actually get Ronda versus Becky in a title rematch. Interesting, Brad. Very interesting take. Yeah, the next night, oh my god, yo, okay, fantasy book right now. Okay, we're just gonna go fantasy booking right now. Night after WrestleMania, Becky Lynch is in the ring and says, and now that I've beaten both Ron and Charlotte in the same night, now it's my time to prove that I can beat Ronda Rousey one-on-one. So get out here and get your rematch. And they could do some sort of interference with the Four Horsewomen. Put the title literally right back on Ronda Rousey the night after WrestleMania and have the Four Horsewomen beat down Becky Lynch in the center of the ring. If you wanted to do a big swerve like that, you could. You could. I'm not saying do it, but you've got to start booking something after WrestleMania, and the night after Mania, you need something big. What would be bigger than the Four Horsewomen of MMA standing over top of Becky Lynch with Ronda Rousey holding the title high again? That would be massive. I don't know if that's going to happen, though. All right, let's get to... do we have any more time for calls, or do I got to get going here? We got time for one more call, all right, guys? So let's get this last call going. We're going to talk to... Let's talk to Lou Dog again, because I know his microphone is working, all right? So, Lou Dog, you're back in. Hey, man, you're back in, because I know your mic's working.
Yup.
How's it going?
It's going good.
So what's your question, my friend?
If you had to book Kurt Hawkins to actually end his losing streak, how would you book?
I would book it by having Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins be on TV for about 4 straight weeks and make it so close to him picking up the win each week, and just something happening. You can change it up, whether it be a disqualification, somebody, screwing up the match for him, whatever it may be. And I would build it all the way until a pay-per-view. And honestly, WrestleMania, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal would have been a perfect win for him because it's just a fun thing to win. But honestly, any big win that you can give him needs to happen on a pay-per-view if he's coming so close to breaking that defeated record.
All right, and I'd just like to say the Conman universe thing is really, really cool. I actually enjoy watching.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I put a lot of work into it. I love creating it.
Just between you and me, you book better than WWE.
Thanks, man. Good luck with your match against Undertaker.
Thanks.
I'll talk to you later, man.
See ya.
All right. So, guys, I believe that is going to do it for all of our phone calls here today. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned into this show. What a successful first show. I think this is something that we can replicate each week, no problem. Reminder, if you guys are going to talk about this, please make sure you use the hashtag HTR, okay? Hashtag HTR, hold the rope, all right? Reminder to every single one of you guys, I'll be here tomorrow with the Con and Bob podcast at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? But if you happen to follow the podcast on Spotify, you are going to get that pod basically after this show is done. So guys, head on down to the description below, and please make sure we go down. Oh, okay, one sec. We've got one huge call here from Charles. He says he's got something big, so let's hear. All right, man, you say you got one big thing. What is it?
Okay, so this was just reported 2 hours ago.
Okay.
I don't know if this is true. This is by Pro Wrestling Sheet.
Okay.
It says that ex-WWE Tag Team Champion Nicholas is preparing for his WrestleMania return. What do you think about that?
If he shows up and wins,
crazy, though.
If he shows up and wins the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, I'm done.
That'd be insane.
I'm done.
That'd be insane.
All right, man. Thank you so much, dude. All right. So, yeah, guys, that is the big news right there. Apparently, he's preparing for his WrestleMania return. I don't know. But, guys, that's going to do it for us here today. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in. Reminder, you can follow me on Twitter at Conman167 if you want to keep talking away for some wrestling stuff, whatever it may be. But we're going to be live every single week with Hold the Rope here on the channel at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can call into the show live, all that great stuff, and hopefully you enjoyed the format. Please let me know if you have any feedback on the show, whatever it may be, good or bad, either in the comments or over Twitter. I really appreciate it. But guys, that's going to do us to... Oh, wow. I can't even speak. That's going to do it for us here today. I've been Con, and that was Hold the Rope.